It is going to be Virtus.pro, the favorites, up against NP.
And that hasn't gone for Falling Blades.
That first blood. They get him underneath tower.
Yeah, telekinesis drop on top of him, but it's all a little bit slow. It's more so that the supports have to actually invest some wards.
MSS, this is very optimistic. He's chasing down, looking for Lil. Optimistic actually pays off.
Any stacks for
they have
him
Savage,
to take,
but Savage is actually pinched at the moment. The SK can come in through the river, and Solo and no one move up through the bottom part of the river. They saw him thanks to the Observer Wards. They just need the proper stun, and then no one can just raise him down.
Like Pasha's skipping creeps on top, and Rose has stolen level 1 Sandstorm, another benefit of playing
Problem is he just left Envy by himself in the mid lane. Envy starting his TP out. No one was winding up the ulti. He's just got enough damage. MSS's TP couldn't arrive in time. VP can find a good positioning. NP are being very defensive about this, only leaving AUI in the front lines. They put down the Observer Wall, sentries are planted so they can see it. The epicenter channeling up from Pasha. Blinks in with a Burrow Strike, looking for the kill on MSS, but it's not going to be enough. Now they turn on the GA and Solo gets evaporated. Maybe no one can turn this fight around. Bring out the big Requiem, but it's just too much. NP, they don't have the damage, they don't actually have the positioning either, so Dro gets stunned up high while you're losing the Rubik in the mid to no one getting a triple kill. NP lose 4, so we're expecting Virtus.pro to move up through the river. The scan, it just wore up before Lil reached it. So they do not know, but the smoke is going to break in just a second, but they're out of range of the Observer and Sentry. So they tether forward. AUI massively separated from the rest of the pack. He's already broken down. He'll Hurricane Pike himself down, but into the waiting arms of Ramses. The Burrow Strike is there, and they kill off the Dro Ranger. No one winds up the ult. He doesn't actually hit on anybody apart from his own teammates, but there's still 2 heroes down for MP. They're trying to bail out of here with at least casualties as possible, but it's still going to be 3 heroes lost for MP.
They had a vision of 1 hero from the creep wave, and he just kind of walked in. He's like, if they're all 4, I can just armlet. If I get gusted, I'll just defuse it off. And heroes just keep perishing around the map for MP. This is going to be
that pick
brutal.
is actually too easy.
Potentially just to go for some picks and open up the map for them a little bit more, but in the straight 5-on-5s, it's not really going to feel very useful.
Speaking of pick, there's the Blink Burrow Strike. They're going to Hurricane Pike him up. The heals were enough from Savage as well as MSS. Now they try and turn the fight. Lil is pretty low, but you have to remember, no one is pretty big, and he has that fresh BKB on him. So if Eternal Envy wants to fight this one, no one will be happy to turn it back to Ramses. He's the one on the front lines. Diffuser Blade charge over on the OD. They push him up. Pasha's Burrow Strike still connected. Another defensive imprisonment. They're kiting around Virtus.pro nicely. Requiem, very ineffective against MP. Well, they're looking for another target. The Blink, the Yule Scepter is up. Rose, oh, he went to Sandstorm. They missed the target. The Gem of True Sight of MP now lost. It was sitting on the Rubik. There was no one that got the kill, but now they get a multicast over an Eternal Envy. This could be him down. No buyback, a double kill for the SF, and a double Burrow Strike from Pasha. Right on the money. Triple kill for no one. He'll look to make it something a little bit more. Will it be the Rampage? It's an ultra kill at the moment. Savage is the last one alive. Push him in, and there it is. A Virtus.pro Rampage will force the GG call out of MP, and that is one very dominant game from Virtus.pro with a double Rampage just to add some icing onto the cake at the end.
What a way to kick off the Boston Major for VP. Looking strong.
It's got to be Temper Assassin, as you mentioned.
Let's say, like, Dazzle, I would say, would be one of the heroes that I would say fulfills a
But they also
role.
had to first phase it. Now top lane, the initiation happens, and because of Shadow Demon in the middle of all this, Savage does actually have that wonderful Spirit out. A lot of damage into Ramsey. At the same time, the SD, he does eventually fall. He was the one that started everything on. But it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. The Luna for the support SD, but first blood did go to the Ogre. Solo might be in a little bit of trouble. He's up a long way, and Savage does have the Spirit into Stomp combination, so they start with the Storm Bolt, into then the Stomp, and Solo body blocked up by AUI. Is there going to be enough damage with the catch? Are they going to disrupt him up? Savage taking way too much damage from Ramses. Ramses will drop down low. AUI cannot get in range in time. And now it's actually NP who are the ones on the retreat, like MSS versus Pasha.
Oh, they have a Stomp onto Luna.
With the Storm Bolt follow-up. That's it.
Mega dead.
Top lane, initiation, going to go on AUI, they drag him back, but the Stomp here again from Savage creates more space. They all look very tired and asleep, but Luna, the catcher, is on him, combining it with the Shadow Poison. Ramsey makes a break for the tree line, and he'll actually go down. Now it's Solo trying to help out. Eternal Envy's rotated up here too, so Virtus.pro, they're outnumbered. Lil needs to help out somehow with the Fade Bolt. It's just not doing enough work. They do kill this Ven, thanks to Lil, but now Envy is on the hunt. It's a double kill for the SD, but it's Lil trapped in the tree line. His TP's coming coming off cooldown now. There's no mana for a disruption, but he's not going to attempt the TP. Does as much damage as possible and then accepts his fate.
He takes up a lot of space on the map, but only if he has HOD, because otherwise who's going to be able to stack the Ancients? No one's even like
SD, Fire Strike, are they going to go straight through the tree lines? They want vision first, and they'll get the pickup, throw him down, they know that Stomp's on their way, and they'll create a little bit of space. MSS with a great rotation, hook shots in, Lil as well as Pasha, they split up while Pasha, stunned up as the SK, goes down the Battery Assault.
That was definitely gonna go sour for them.
But they blink, they burrow, they're gonna go on Eternal Envy. They're thinking about a defensive disruption, but instead it's gonna be the Purge over on the SK. They take away all of his mana. The Sven's already down, AUI being exploded by the TA. They actually managed to avoid the hook shot, and now with the Burrow Strike and the Eclipse sitting around, they're all so low, Virtus.pro. All of them so down. Pasha blinks away. He'll dodge the last attack from the tower. The Spirit's looking for him, but they send up Savage. Pasha's still waiting. Randy's Nobby wants to come back. The Spirit's making a re-entry back into Savage. Just to give them the movement speed to get away, and Solo gets cold burnt again. MSS in close, but Solo, now he's so low. 150 on him. They're getting away. Virtus.pro. They are the walking dead at the moment, but the dead are crushing NP.
They can't see anyone. They have to drop a flare, drop a spirit, and that is more than enough time for VP to escape, unless Solo walks right into them.
Yep, that was not what the Sword at all, but get the stuns down. AUI is even going to commit God Strength. They want this kill quickly. Solo's still not dead yet. He's walking away. They need more damage. The hook shot, it hits the Spirit. Clockwork can't even get close enough, so it's a double kill for Lil. Clock still hasn't managed to catch up to Solo, and now he's isolated. They're TPing back to the tier 2 tower. The cogs will drop down, but MSS is on the run. He's lost the rest of his entire team. But the first stun, the follow-up stun, Lil's got his control of cooldown in 1 second time, and there it is. He gives a double kill to no one. In fact, he ended up taking what? So Rubik got 2, TA got 2.
Net worth, he's almost 3 times as rich.
Oh, no one. Nice hook shot. MSS, they needed this with the dust as well. No one fights his way out of the cogs. They need to finish the job, however. They have enough damage. The Templar Assassin will drop.
That's such a great kill.
That's the one kill of Eternal Envy, and it's the big one.
Go in a team fight, you just have to be deathly afraid of TA. Just
Pasha found him too. Blink is off cooldown at the moment, starts the epicenter, but Lil holds Queen of Pain in position. He buys as much of the second Oblivion staff as possible, but it's still a dead Envy. I need to bring everyone is back. Watching AUI with that Blink Echo Saber of his.
They need to kill Luna, but Luna has a Hurricane Pike, so now anyone that gets force-tapped can easily be saved by either the Luna or Pasha.
And the Spirit Stop also missed on no one. They can't even catch him. They jump in, you Stormbolt the start over on the Templar Assassin, just blinks in, goes on AUI, Eternal Envy. He's not certain he wants this one. He got the Shadow Strike over on the Templar Assassin, so at least there's not that many defensive charges, but then Pasha! Oh, MSS! He gets disintegrated. The defensive disruption too. Is it going to be enough to actually get away? Pasha, Envy's jumping out for the kill, but the Yule Scepter up with the Eclipse. Ramsey kills up Eternal Envy again. Pasha on a beastic of life retreats out. The Clockwork brought back, but he also won't find his opening.
Looking for a hook shot.
Solo is the scout. He doesn't want Solo. He can't kill Solo.
No.
And they know it. The only person they could potentially kill is Lil, but Lil's walking around with a Blink Dagger and a freaking Point Booster. He's almost completed an Aghanim Scepter.
I don't think they can kill Lil. I don't think they can kill anyone with it. 2 force staff. They have the butterfly.
They have to try. At least they get like a Luna to fight for their cause. That's one small upside.
This is a fight you know you're going to lose if you hook shot in.
Yeah.
You know you're probably going to get team wiped unless.
But he's going to be the space creation, right?
That's no. The
AUI! He goes in, but the SD disruption, it went the same time as been initiated. Solo is at least isolated here, but with the force stuff and Burrow Strike in from Pasha. He caught Savage, he caught Rose, and MP are completely caught. Pasha will come in. That epicenter is still wasn't even used, but no one does so much damage. The butterfly, AUI can't even hit him right now. No one is untouchable. And you got MSS trapped on the front lines. Buybacks are coming in from MP, but this feels like desperation. MP blinks forward, no one waits, and then 2 hits down the SD, moves on to Envy. It's a rampage, and it really is the game. AUI is stranded between everything. The only upside is the fact that it's only a Luna and a TA. The downside is it's the Luna and the TA. There's still a life for Virtus.pro. So AUI tries to be a man, but it's just not manly enough. Too many rampages, and MP will lose their first game to Virtus.pro 2-0. in an insanely convincing fashion.
So we just got
Virtus.pro.
5 rampages by the same person in 2 games.
Yep. Alchemist for DC that takes the Pugna in a support role. So our predictions for how these lanes will be set up a little bit different. It's now a 3-on-3. Misery in the front lines. Who's going to find the first blood here? Misery getting low. He falls first, but they go 1 for 1 as Super goes down as well.
The gold is even. That means you're doing pretty well.
That's true. Here we go. Initiation right onto the Pudge. Sand King starts it off. Now the follow-up from Ursa as he comes in. They'll kill Misery first. Follow-up target looking for the Timber Saw, but he does chain away. Glimpse him back. And they actually lock him down, though. Ursa laying in the right clicks. Moon Meander doing some decent damage, but they've got it. Yao with the Burrow Strike. This could be a lot worse.
Disruptor is fishing here. He's
also...
If he finds Alk, this is big.
Weeha on the tree line. He goes in onto Ursa. That'll be the end of the Aegis straight away. Hook falls short from Misery on the back line. DDC getting low, as now the Aegis will bring him back up. Weeha pops the Manta style, gets outside of the kinetic field, but now disarmed. He crept. Maybe in some trouble. His teammate's still nearby. Yao follows up, but it's not nearly enough damage with the ultimate. Weeha gets stunned, and Razor with the right clicks maybe can bring him down, but this Alk is damn tanky. They'll finish him off, but it's a big cost. Their whole team getting cleaned up. Hook from Misery does connect, and it's 5 down on the side of LFY just to kill that Alchemist. And we'll see. They could still maybe take a fight. DC, who's going to get jumped? It's Moon Meander that starts it off. Forces the BKB from Super as they start to disengage, but Yao, he catches Wii. Channels up the stun, drops it onto the Sand King. Super still with the BKB on. Omni Slash, the D-Crab mitigates a lot of the damage, keeps Yao alive, but it just delays the inevitable. Now Soxia in deep. Razor at about half HP. Drops the Plasma Field. It's enough to bring Soxia low for the kill. Resolution just trying to stay alive here. It's one of these long, drawn-out fights. We on the backside now ready to rejoin. Resolution TP's home. DDC will not be able to stand the heat. He gets Glimmer Caped, and maybe it'll be just enough to keep him alive. Nice hook from Misery. Isolates the Ursa.
I actually think the ideas that LFY have are right. I think going for that fight that they did in the Radiant Jungle was a good choice. They just didn't execute it well enough. But they're not scared. That is
he
not
gets
good,
caught. Not the way to start this fight. Xiao 8, he gets pulled up, and yeah, that'll be the end of the Pugna. No buyback on him. In comes Wii. He has the stun, gets it off. It ends up being a double for Misery. And once he gets Guardians, that'll help a little bit. Mecha, another big mana cost item he's hanging on to. Here we go. Set up onto Razor. Will there actually be follow-up, though? Doesn't look like it. Super just turns and gets aggressive. Meanwhile, on the other side, now the real fight breaks out. BKB popped by the Ursa. Alchemist getting initiated on, but they'll bring down the Disrupt straight away, and Alk will not live. Misery tries to bring him to the low ground, but it won't happen, and now Pudge
nice
off the
deny,
suicide. That's pretty nice. It's minor, but it is something. DC trading 2 for 1 as Moon Meander now tries to make it out. And this is going to be tough. He does not have a TP. He does have the gem, but long-range stun from Yao. He's got Naganims. And they will find that kill. Omni Slash from Jug, bouncing all around, but Resolution maybe biting off more than he could chew here. Tries to spin again, does not have a TP. Soxa in deep alongside. He'll get decrept, and Jug will get stunned up by Yao and locked down. It is a full 5-man wipe.
So yeah, they're going to go for the Pudge. I could definitely see it on Rubik too. The only issue is the only very good steals are Burrow Strike and the Disruptor.
Here we go.
Oh,
they
not
find
again.
Weeha.
Nice hook though.
Offensive hook. Soxa will still die first, most likely. Omni Slash goes off from Xiao 8, but he'll break up some of the damage. They'll still go 1 for 1. Pugna dies. It's another one of these spread out fights. Weeha going in on the DDC will finish him off, but now on the bottom, they catch the Juggernaut. Resolution getting low. Yao pops the epicenter and does find the kill. Now back on the other side, it's Ursa versus Alchemist. BKB popped by the Ursa. He will at least scare back the Alk for now. Moon Meander stunned up again by Yao on the other side. It's a 2 for 3 and soon to be 2 for 4. It looks like Moon getting low, but he actually does a lot of return damage. They can't quite bring him down. We looking to reinitiate the fight. Plug. They TP home, but it's an interesting idea.
But they're not getting the chance.
Hook.
Oh, good hook.
It grabs DDC, but instant static storm comes out. Now the real fight begins. Lotus Orb put on top of Super. Misery getting low. DDC does survive through it. They go 1-0. Misery the only one dead. Tier 3 tower also fell. Barracks take a little bit of chip damage. Super does have an Aghanims now, so pushing gets a lot easier for LFY. Razor just needs to stand nearby. Yao with a long-range stun connects on Rubik. Omni Slash jumping around. It's Lotus. Oh my. That is so weird looking. Yao still gets pushed into a weird situation.
And he might live. Glimmer Cape actually keeps him alive. BKB on, trying to chase out. They get the 1 kill on Pugna. Now N trying to get in the right clicks, but looking pretty strong in the front lines here. Super trying to isolate the Timber, but they're going blow for blow. Weeha's not going to win this duel. He dies to the epicenter from Yao. Moonmeander gets the counter kill that way. It's still looking okay for DC. 3 dead on the side of the Dire. Now Super gets left behind. Resolution joining the party, getting off the right click. Saxa will pay with his life, but it keeps the Razor around.
The status on the defusals. 8 on the Jug and 1 on the Ursa can start playing a role. Oh.
They see Misery. They find the stun to start it off, but they disengage. Razor goes up to the high ground, but the Omni Slash in the backline doing so much here. It brings down the Disruptor first. Juggernaut still going forward. Where are his teammates, though? Razor gets the kill on Pudge in the backline. Another one of these fights where it's cores versus supports. Resolution on the run. Alchemist trying to focus on Super here, but he won't be able to keep his Juggernaut alive. This is a whiff team fight for DC. They've lost most of their cores. Rubik gets left behind. He'll be killed next. All of this for a Disruptor. Okay. The about face now. Here we go. Oh, Juggernaut, he gets caught first. Resolution pops the BKB, but he gets stunned. He'll be brought down first. He does have a buyback. It's not over yet. But now the rest of DC trying to retreat. Super makes it to the high ground. Follow-up stun from Yao. They're dropping like flies as now they lose Moonmeander. Wee pops the BKB. He's on the run. This will be a tough one. He TPs out. They've got no way to interrupt it.
TP. Clutch.
I mean, they're going for the win.
They're going to go
tier
4. They'll force the buybacks here.
Yeah.
Good hook.
Oh, they might be able to find Chow 8. 4 staff back. Another 4 staff back.
Another
Glimmer Cape. He will not live. This could actually be okay for Radiant. Omni Slash bouncing all around. Timbersaw brings down the Pugna as well as the Disruptor. They've already gotten the Sand King. And now it's a 4th one. Ursa falls. A godlike streak goes the way of Moonmeander.
Leading team are kind of cornered in their base. And that means that one misstep can lead to the end of the game. And it looks like it could be happening right now. They're going on the Pugna top for now.
Yeah, Chow 8 maybe in trouble, but 4 stabs coming out. Now the stun onto Pudge. Remember, he's got the cheese. He's also holding on to the gem. Now Super taking a lot of damage as Resolution jumps in. The Omni Slash to reset. Yao, the first casualty of this fight. Instant buyback on him. Resolution maybe in too deep, but Weeha still with a lot of HP. LFY just taking more damage than they can handle in this. Moon, he gets stunned up. That'll be the end of the Aegis. DC could still try and reinitiate here, and now they do. They jump in. Yao, remember, he's fresh off a buyback. It's a dieback. Zhao 8 can't heal him in time. Super low on HP. Hook not on the money. Does catch the illusion instead. Now the Glyph. It's a 4v5. Sand King cannot buy back for 100 seconds. Come back, rather. Now the barracks under siege. Zhao 8 trying to slowly whittle down Weeha, but at this point the life drain just tickles. That's 1 lane of barracks. Does DC stay for more?
Would you believe it? That one move LFY did down mid where they had killed 2 cores might have just led to them losing the game. They could have just taken the Roche for free, right? I believe it was up at the time. And LFY, they don't want to fight without the Sand King. It's brutal. So difficult.
No
Stolen life drain.
And they're not going to be able to wait. Once this tier 3 tower goes down, the bottom barracks are already exposed. Weeha actually taking a lot of damage. He gets forced deep into the base. Pops the BKB. He's trying to make it out. Moonmeander looking to body block. Resolution BKBs as well, and they all live. Moon trying to timber chain out. Tree is on the high ground. Resolution comes back in. Have a game of chicken going on right now as both sides are still reasonably healthy. Just trying to buy time for the Sand King. He's up in about 20. LFY hanging on pretty well. Remember, still no buyback on the Ursa. He has to play so conservative here. Positioning from DC. They're keeping this Alchemist in the front line, just trying to spam out the hook. Misery, though, now having mana issues, wants to save the cheese for HP regen. It looks like they will just back out with the Sand King respawn looming.
Super's
LFY coming out of the base,
here.
though. Super, why did he go out so far? 4 Stab does not make it to the high ground. The Omni Slash shuts him down. Pugna and Razor both fall. They do both have buybacks, but 2 more kills, getting DC 1 step closer to a victory. Oh, stun on 2. Both buybacks used. Weeha pops the BKB. They turn the other way. The Epicenter does next to nothing. Misery getting low, but he survives. Compliments the Glimmer Cape. He will make it out. Now Ursa getting low. 4 staff, double 4 staff. They get the counter kill on Moonmeander. Super with the BKB on. Comes far out of the base. They are running low on buybacks. LFY cannot die here, or this game could end. But now they're doing the big damage. They're going to turn it and kill the Alchemist. They still have a chance. True, but at least
watch it be the game decider here. He pops it and they get racks because he's killing it with Eye of the Storm.
It's a buff. That's anything that you can buff and then steal something else and still use it, I think, is not so bad on Rubik. There's certainly worse things to steal. But we'll see. Glyph available here for the Dire. Slow and steady. Resolution taking a fair bit of damage. Super pops the BKB and actually charges out of the base.
That
very
is not
aggressive
happening.
play.
They need to be very careful
Hook
not to get
falls
hooked
short,
right now.
but yeah, if they just jump on this Razor, this could be bad. Hook onto Yao. Oh no, they catch the Sand King. Now stun the other way. Razor comes in, pops the refresher. He's going to pop that second ult soon. I think BKB's starting to stack up. Misery will get finished off, but now and pops the BKB. He's getting low. Epicenter bringing Wee ever so low. They kill the Alchemist. They also killed the Sand King, though, and now Super, he's getting pretty low. This Pugna up on the high ground. He gets stunned. He can't keep life draining, but he does. He brings down Saksa. Xiao 8 just the king of the mountain right now as he does stay alive, but Super does finally fall. They knock down Xiao 8. Resolution blinks forward. Buyback now from the Rubik. Oh, this life drain. It's really starting to hurt at this stage. He's up on the high ground again. DDC almost dies. Moonmeander can't find him. He doesn't have the detection. They bring down the Pudge. The Juggernaut getting low, but Moonmeander finds the kill on the Pugna. It is a bloodbath to the extreme, but I think LFY are the ones in a lot of trouble. The buybacks come from DC. They use all three of them. A nice glimpse back from the Disruptor, but they are out of resources to hold the barracks, and I think DC might have just done it here, Sin.
Well, they're gonna run back. They're scared of this Ursa being able to kill off Moonmeander, and then he will be... Well, he actually does have the buyback. It's Resolution who doesn't have one. They're re-engaging. We'll go for the racks. The question is if they can get the third lane. This is still really expensive for them, actually. They've committed a lot. It does look like they will be successful in getting Megas here. Healing Ward is destroyed.
Yeah, still 70 seconds before
20
Razor
seconds
or
on Sand King. He's the
up.
big one. And can actually win this fight if they have the Sand King stuns.
Moonmeander just trying to box them out. They get the barracks. Now in the front line, Misery gets jumped on by the Ursa. They'll find the kill there, but I think it's too little too late. The Megas do go down. Razor gets his buyback.
This game is not over at all yet.
They kill the Ursa. Now he has the buyback. Moonmeander on his way out. That's a rapier.
Rapier for Ursa. Big difference. And their own Sand King is 300 gold from buyback. If they get like a tier 4 and 1 kill or something like that, Yao could find himself a second life here.
Here we go. We in the front lines. He needs to be careful. He does have the buyback, but you don't want to burn it straight away. He gets off the BKB, but he's just taking too much damage. He goes down. Resolution now pops his BKB, joins the fray as Moonmeander charges forward, BKB on as well. Buyback now from the Alchemist. They do lose the tier 4 tower. Moonmeander about to lose his BKB, but the double Chakram's doing a fair bit of damage here as Weehaw finds a stun on one. Static Storm Kinetic Field. Can they get in to close the gap? Yao pops the epicenter. Weehaw could die back here. He's getting low, but he does get hooked. Maybe they just focus on the throne. Still a glyph. This is getting scary for LFY. BKB popped by Super. They're starting to focus the throne, but DC seem to have the reinforcements to handle this. They're trading kills now, but they lose Ursa. They lose Razor. Moonmeander just barely goes down, but the creeps, they kill the throne back at the Dire, and DC managed to do it. What a ridiculous finish. 71 minutes in. Digital Chaos do find the win.
Absolute ridiculous late game this was. That was a really entertaining game.
Win That's Ranger, one yeah, just trying to delay as much as possible, I guess. So roll in. Misses the power shot.
Okay, that...
The miss!
Oh, got it! Uphill does not miss. And they will claim first blood right on the Enchantress. Beautiful roll in, but they will claim a life themselves. They get the Enchantress takedown, man. Elder Titan sporting all that right-click damage.
That's why he died. I was like, that should pretty much never happen. Because
Ooh,
you can
Satyr
press...
creep. Bottom lane purging its way onto the Drow. Shadow multi-purge. Not going to be able to make it away. He goes down, and now they look to Ice here. Him and Y hiding behind the trees here. The PA, though, happy to just dive on in, continue to hit with the daggers. Boulder Smash will connect onto 2, and he'll be able to Boulder back and away, but the chase continues for Jit, and they'll be able to get it done. That's a nice little takedown there. And they'll be able to walk away with the snag. 4-3 now. Surrounded, but nice little Shadow Gust pops in. Stops them from pursuing, but now they're going to put their focus onto Shadow. Blink Strike in, allows connection of the dagger. Now a roll forward, comes out from Ice as they put pressure. Nice two-man connection with the Boulder Smash. It allows them to get the finish onto the Elder Titan, but they will be able to turn it around, making it a better trade as they take out Shadow, and they're going to get another double kill for Ajit with the kill onto Y. And, well, Ajit may lose his own life for it. He's just valiantly running the other way, but he's happy to get the double kill at the end of the day. Rotations were forced out. Blink had to come towards the bottom, and so did the Bat Rider to help out.
My goodness. There is just no brakes on this train. They just want to go... I guess you have to go on the Enchantress, right? She's the one with the least amount of health. She's coming in from the side.
They're forced to go on an Elder Titan as he's the one that crosses their path, but look how quick PA tries to jump right in for Shadow, and he just gets his TP canceled. Crushed on down, pops off the wand, barely able to live. Nice step in from Blink, will be able to get the finish, but they still take down Shadow with those Enchantress creeps. Can they at least follow it up with another kill to make it justifiable? They get good connection with the rolling boulder, nice boulder smash right after it, but they need a bit more, they'll get it. Right click comes out from Ice Ice, and they will make this a 2-for-1 trade. Or maybe not.
That catapult,
Titan actually gets credit too. Oh, unfortunate there, but I imagine so. We'll see how quick they can try to dodge that out.
And they do manage to find a kill on the Oracle on the bottom lane as well. There was no blink there on the Legion Commander. I guess it was just a dagger into a dive. And speaking of dives...
Yep, they are way deep now to get this Enchantress. With the help of that Shackle, they will be able to get it done. Kangaroo's moving in. Doesn't have the duel or anything, but he is able to get the kill. That one's going to be easy, and Blink could be dropping as well. Able to get the win run off, goes for a TP, but that ain't happening. There is a Starfall coming, and the double proc will even hit too. Kangaroo up to 20 damage, by the way. He must have been part of that kill in the bottom lane, while as we see a takedown, as Apu will also get dropped. We catch the back end of that one. Wings able to kind of capitalize on that, but are they going to be able to make it away? Shadow gets hit, and he gets hit hard. He's going to get dropped real fast. Oracle also left behind. He's certain to drop. They know that, so they want to follow it up and try to get Faith too. Waiting for the duel, they got it, and they'll get even more damage from it. Just as I was saying, things were looking a bit better for Wings in the early game as opposed to the other two series or whatever. Wings, or Warriors Gaming, really open it up now. Think about going in for the Roche, but then they quickly changed their mind.
I mean, Wings were pretty deep in, right? Like,
yeah, need to wait a bit longer till those level 6s come together and they can make some team fights happen, but now a jump potentially for Blink. He's getting bursted down a bit, and he will get dropped now.
Oh my god.
And Ice Ice also going to get taken apart. That's 3 now with the duel on top of it. Here comes Warriors Gaming. That's 40 damage already.
Faith Beyond's going to pick up his own Blink Dagger. He's going to check the pit.
There's the break, bumps up Mirana to the high ground, but she does have that leap to make it back down and below. But a Bat Rider's on the prowl, and they're very nervous about finishing off this Roche with him in the area. And with the rest of Wings around, nice connection. 3 people going to get hit from that boulder smash, and allows them to take down 2 right away. This Roche is very weak. Are Wings going to consider moving in and trying to get the finish? They are. Nana still on the high ground. Finally leaps in, goes in with a Starstorm. It's not going to be enough for the finish, and Wind Ranger will pick it up. Blink is the man with the new Aegis now. Gets a false promise, but that won't save him. He'll quickly lose that Aegis life. Kangaroo sports another 10 damage. He's up to 50 now, and then he gets blasted down right after that. And 3 are going to get dropped from Warriors Gaming. Wings in classic fashion. Ooh! And still considers moving in for it. Nice. That Fate's Edict will cancel out that nuking damage. But here comes an Earth Splitter. Not going to do a whole lot of work. Warriors Gaming down a couple of skills here.
Middle lane as well.
Not going to get anything from it. Yeah, middle lane, we catch the very back end of that. Blink diving in deep while all the action's happening in the bottom lane. He will take a support himself with the Enchantress. He's able to sidestep the arrow here, but not those arrows.
Okay, there is a sentry, okay. I didn't see it at the start.
They do have that Elder Titan. His stomp is not going to quite connect, but it does hit the connection. False Promise will be there to try to save Blink, but he is certainly dead. Ate way too much damage during that bubble. Will not allow the handover of extra damage, but nonetheless, the game is already on now. Shadow to the high ground to be able to make it back away, but the chase is on now from Warrior Gaming, heading up through the staircase. Magnetize connects onto him quite a bit. Wings trying to split, but there goes one. Quickly critted and tear it apart. It's going to be Ice Ice. On the other front, they will be able to get the Legion Commander and the Mirana. Double takedown for Wing. If he was planning on making a jump there, that would have been very unsuccessful, but it looks like he's hesitant. Game senses are tingling, but they know he's there. My god, they just jump right in and shackle him up. Nana, though, is nearby, tries to help out, but quickly realizes there's nothing he can do. Okay, Ice Ice casually just gets the rolling boulder over to make the catch-up on the Nana. Unfortunately, does kick Nana, which is not what you want to do. Nonetheless, though, it ends up working out. He gets a false promise that will heal him up. He needs more heals, though. He could be going down. Nonetheless, secures them 2 pickoffs and an opportunity to ascend into the high ground here in the mid lane, and suddenly they're doing some work onto this tier 3. Ice Ice will eat bulk of damage, gets healed up. Blink, though, instantly caught out right there, and they're not going to be able to get the save. He goes down. That's damage rewarded. Buybacks begin to come out, and Ajit begins to jump in, gets the crit, gets the kill. Quick snipe right there by him, as the Bat Rider is going to be just eviscerated. 3, maybe they realize how much damage they actually do, and quickly do work, also taking down the melee Rex. 78 bonus damage on the Legion Commander. A jump in from Ice Ice, gets a stun. Shackle, okay, sure, that connects. Why not? Right over there on the right-hand side, and that will earn them the kill, and then a follow-up stun leads to another double pick-off. In tip-top shape and ready. Wings,
they don't have creeps.
Don't care. They go right back in. Do you take our racks? We want to take one of yours. A jump in is had, and a potential opportunity to take advantage of Ajit as he's going to be taken apart. That's a buyback force out from him. A jump in comes out from the Legion Commander. He secures a good kill on the Oracle and would secure the bonus damage. Now they're running for more. Can they get a hold of Shadow here? Nice kick stun, but it does miss Nova, who will get that last little strike in and get the finish. Ice rolls to the high ground to try to make it back in a way, but Kangaroo is just slashing him from the back unmercifully. He turns around to try to kick him off his ass, but it's not going to matter. He gets blasted down nonetheless. They rush right south into the bottom lane. This tier 3 is certainly gone. Wings Gaming, Blink is out. He has no buyback, and this could do it. Warriors Gaming, did they just 2-1 TI6 champions Wings Gaming?
They may have.
I think they might have. I mean, there's cheese on Kangaroo as well. They still have the Aegis. Still 40 seconds left on Blink to be alive. He's like one of their main sources of damage. I don't think they can hold it.
Tier 4 is in trouble. Jump in, insta-kill. Drow is out. Drow does have a buyback. Drow has to use it. Comes right back into this, but she dies again. This is definitely over. One tier 4 still stands. That's nice. That's nice. A little lasso pullback. Get some caught inside the fountain. And now, frantically, Ajit does try to blink strike back it away, but they catch her with the stun. Blur is shrugging off a lot of the arrow damage. Pops the BKB, looks to re-engage, but doesn't want to fully commit and go full Devi on this one. Warriors Gaming, it's like, guys, we got a lot. Let's just get the hell out while we can, please, for the love of God. But it's not so easy here. On the other front, though, Nova does some good work and is able to get the finish, taking out the Bat Rider. He will buy back now, and Wings Gaming still up in arms quite a bit with Ajit. Now the Elder Titan going to be focused back. He's going to go down. Nana pops in, gets a good stun, but then, of course, we'll leap back and away here if they get a good fight. They are creeping in through the front door. Ward slowly in. They're still smoked. And they jump on Blink. They see Blink right under the tower. They try to go for him. A false promise will be there. They even give him the Fate's Edict. It might mitigate a lot of the damage, but there's still plenty of pure damage coming out with the help of those javelins. He second guesses committing in, but he will certainly get popped. That's going to be a buyback now coming out from him. There's a pretty good magnetize here. Forces Warriors Gaming back and away. They'll reset. Nova, though, heads out the other direction and will be isolated and taken apart. So it's going to be 1-1 apiece.
Is like kind of wasting the ulti. The only thing you're using it for is to prevent him from snowballing even harder.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to be stuck in a situation. You have to try to use it to your advantage to be able to pull the game back. And they're trying to pull back Ajit on this one. He's able to make it out in the back end of that lasso. BKB's up. Blink continues to chase. They'll finally get it. But, oh, man, potentially 3 slashes could do the work. But there's that false promise once and again. But, again, it will not reward the damage, but it will reward the kill. And that is going to be Blink out. He has no buyback here. Warriors Gaming could also get Faith Beyond on this one. Oh, nice jump in, though, from Ice. Hits with the Magnetize, rolls it on out, but, of course, the Yules is going to cancel out that Magnetize. Ice Frog really did a number on the Earth Spirit with that one, and he's going to be able to make it back out and away. Back to the base here for Wings to try to defend. Warriors Gaming,
they gotta kill that tier 2, man. Or they just want to go straight for Throne?
No, straight down mid. Blink is gone.
They're going straight down mid. All right, here we go.
I don't think Drow has a buyback either. No. 30 seconds. Warriors Gaming going for the closure here. Tier 4 is down. It's all on the Ancient. And they're going right for it. There is a glyph to stall them. Faith Beyond looking to drag someone. He gets an Agnum's drag back here. Can he get him inside the base? It's not going to be good enough. They live on. Kangaroo, though, could be going down here and eventually will get dropped at the back end of it. But look at Warriors Gaming. They're going to be going instead for what's important, and that's the Aegis, or the Ancient here. Knowing that they could potentially pull out the upset. They will get Faith Beyond the rolls in, and it looks like that should do it. They'll take them down, and that's going to be game. Congratulations. Warriors Gaming do it. They pull out the upset, and they will take down TI6 champions Wings Gaming in the very first round of the Boston Major group stage. What a start to the event.
My goodness. The amount of Bugattis that were lost in this game. One man cannot count them all.
The matchup's going to be a lot more even value from Tengu because you're at a lower HP pool.
Top lane.
And you get a bat in your business.
This lane from DC and Moon and Sax able to go in. It's ridiculous. Look at the money. 5 minutes in and 1,600 gold.
Yep. They're pushing the tower too. The cold embrace on the creep.
What the hell's the clock doing? I mean, does he want to give Moon like the quickest blink we've seen in...
So
So let's see what Moon gets to jump. Hey, no points in epicenter yet. It looks like he doesn't need it. Straight in with the Burrow Strike. Misery as well. Bring him down low. A good shackle shot into the power shot. Brings Arjit low, but not quite low enough. Arfu comes in with a coach. They do end up finishing the SF with the blast from Saxon. Now they'll turn towards Arfu. A second Burrow Strike from Moon, catching out the clock.
5-0. They've kept the Naga Siren free farming. Rezo is still in the offlane.
Misery has walked into a bit of a kerfuffle here. Misery managed to keep himself alive. He's trying his best here with the Soul Rip and the Decay, but it's not enough. There's 4 WG Unity.
I'm going to go into the Hawk. It's another nice little synergy you can do. Ideally catching out the Winter Wyvern, but that's a hard hero to kill.
This is, yeah, I mean, if... Can he actually get the kill with this? He's pretty deep. Does he really want to jump out? He actually does. In the midst of 4 members, he's got the backup on its way. Hookshot's going to miss though, unfortunately. WG has to think twice about sticking around for this one. Moon coming in with a beautiful 2-man Burrow Strike. Shackle is not going to latch, but the damage with the Maelstrom and the Power Shot will be enough. The Sleep's there to cancel Arfu's TP, make sure that DC find themselves a second kill. They may not be done yet. Arjit is able to TP out.
Lifestealer, Beastmaster, Lion, Clockgraph with 3 kills at 20 minutes.
Saxon. Gone on Moon. The epicenter they're ready. Here we go. Jumps in, finds the Burrow Strike onto Nana, getting huge amounts of damage out. There's no rages available. He's trying to arm the top of his way out of this.
Wants to infest.
Might actually make the infest, but no. The blast perfectly timed there by Saxa. We'll see if they want to try and follow through with this. Arfu is looking for some action. What about the rocket flare? Is he going to commit for this? He tries to, but he's not going to find the hook shot.
Again, that's probably for the better.
I was going to say.
I don't know how that would have went through Arfu.
And he's in a lot of trouble now. Power shot and last Maelstrom proc comes through, and this clock's out. Nana could be in trouble as well. Saxa coming in from the sideline, laying down the slow onto this Lifestealer. Nana to pay off his life as well, and they're not done.
Oh, no.
Rezo's moving forward. They've got the song onto both the Shadow Fiend and the Lion. Moon and Resolution closing in onto X-Nova. On the backlines, Weeha, Saxa and Misery finish off. Oh, the Shadow Fiend. Oh, Jit. Impressive play from DC, obviously, with that first series of the day, going up against LGDFY, having a win now here, looking to be pretty strong. Oh my God, he nearly survives. The Glimmer Cape resistant, not enough to save him at the end of the day, but Moon wants to go back in with the epicenter, jumps in, hits the stun onto one. Shackle's not going to latch, so Nana will survive with the finger that should be able to take down the clock. They'll take the tombstone as well. They may be able to even find more. We gets the blink out. Arfu looking to chase down. Weeha just turns around and kills the Clockwork. Does Weeha want to go for some sort of a play here? He may think about doing so. Shackle isn't going to lack.
Big DPS items with range is not getting built.
Surely he doesn't get it. No, look at the roar out. That still comes through, but he's already raged the Lifestealer, so he's able to kill off Moon. But here comes Saxel with the ultimate, cancelling the TP, holding Nana in place. They've got the Lifestealer and the Beastmasters. DC turn around that play from WG Unity and slam it straight back in their faces.
Possibly go high ground. Again, it's not like they're in any rush. Even if they get that Aegis and don't. Just on the edge.
Really that must have been the last millisecond. That was close. He gets him. Oh, hello. Alright. He actually survives for the time being. I mean, he does need to be careful.
There was an epicenter somewhere in here.
Yeah, Moon epied on the Lion. They'll come in, they'll surround Kangaroo. Moon is out of mana, and Nana coming in, they can't quite get the killer because of the cold embrace, keeping Moon alive. Arjit does have a Shadow Blade and a Requiem at the ready. Not looking for the stun. Arjit in the middle of it, all going for the big Requiem play. He'll get a huge amount of damage out. Weeha taken out by one more raise if he could find it, but it looks like he's already used Weeha to find, and indeed Arjit, he didn't have the energy in the tank to pop him up, and in come DC back onto the SF. Moon jumps back through. They'll take the Shadow Fiend out. Nana trying to eat down on the tombstone, but DC, they're hungry. They're ready to chomp down on the Lifestealer himself. Gets himself inside one of the creeps. They just need to take that out, and they could finish him off. Saxon jumping in right into this. If they got the catch, though, that's the question. Jump off the catch. He's going to roar onto Weeha, but immediately the Winter's Curse is back there. Lays it down to Nana. Moon coming in the midst of it all. They're pop 3, they're pop 4. Arjit surrounded as well. DC just wiping WG to the ground.
That was beautiful. Beautiful dodge from DC.
It really, really was.
To me, maybe Bristle's the most likely mid candidate.
DC, they saw him come down, they got the ward out, and they saw the movements, they got the telekinesis into the initial stun, so they got the damage to bring him down. He's going to try and come through, but Weeha ready and waiting. Surprise, he says, as he's there with the Blade Fury, and first blood to DC's mid.
Now it's a 1, so now it's not 10 charges, you get up to 17.
Oh, one lane as well, Saxon. a little bit of a spot of bother. Arthur and Kangaroo trying to move in. The backup is there from Resolution and Misery, but then they've actually managed to turn it around here. They've taken not just one, but both of the heroes down.
Oh, it was Kang getting off the cliff, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's back. He's pulled in. Not the bloodlust.
The DD is still there.
No.
Oh, it's all too much here for WG. They're only going to lose both of the heroes. It's another 2 kills.
The best chase.
And look at this up top. They want to try and get Arjit. They need to get a setup stun though. Saxa and Misery are there. Misery's going to be... He might still be in the night vision, in fact, and it looks like it doesn't matter. Moon able to close the gap. They've got not quite enough chain stuns, though, as Arjit's able to survive with the time lapse, and now they're just going to turn a fight into DC. The Crusher and Kangaroo coming out onto Moon, and they'll end up punishing the Nyx assassin. And they may even get more, as Arfu rolls across the block up. Saxa has the stun. They'll turn around with a Fate Bolt, but they're ready to dive in deep as Arjit closes in onto the Ruby. Just needs to get the right... He doesn't even need the right click. The blast comes through from X-Nova, and WG Unity able to turn around that play very, very nicely.
We killed too many of these heroes.
They could maybe go for the Earth Spirit. Now that's one they could probably do. Brings him down low. One more touch is going to be needed. Weehawk comes in straight away with the Blade Fury to finish off the kill.
They had a die
find one.
They saw the Nyx coming in.
That's a nice wraparound. In fact, Weehawk actually with a quick Omni Slash dodges the Slithering Crush. And he's actually going to be able to walk his way out of this one with the Salve at the ready as well. I mean, Arjit's trying to chase. Look at the blast through. Arjit. We'll see if WG can get this sort of a jump that they need, because they're moving down the mid lane. Misery, they're alongside Saxa, but again, Saxa with the stolen creature going to be incredibly elusive, but now a good Crusher and Kangaroo. Catches both out. They should be able to get both of these kills here, WG, and that exactly what they need. Plays like this, setting up for 2 tasty kills. Kangaroo and Blink Face.
DC needs to push without the threat, the split push, and that split push is coming too slow that you probably feel like you can go for this. Yeah.
And they need to as well. They jump immediately in onto Moon. Moon's going to be bombed.
He's got no buyback.
And this is the pace that they need, because obviously with the Shadow Plane into Silver Edge build that Weehawk's going for, once that Silver Edge is out, Nana's game is sort of ruined. If you get the touch on the Bristle, he's going to melt very, very quickly. As you said, WG getting that good kill, a lot of pressure onto the tier 3.
Whoops. Split push will slow down now that Slaughter's TP back, and I think the call is to full retreat here, but Wee's chasing with the Shadow Blade at back in mid.
With the Omni Slash jumping and the Blade Fury follow-up, Nana would be in trouble, finally dropped. It's not the only one that Weehawk was able to take down as well with that Blade. A good crush, potential turnaround with the Amplify out. Can they actually find anything in return? That's the question. No, they can't. Saxa with a quick Fade Bolt to the back of Slaughter, and indeed, Resolution. He is playing a solo game here, really.
Yeah. The Slaughter TP back to stop the whole split push, but then got recalled in. They thought Morph was out. It was probably the Slaughter saying, like, okay, Morph isn't split pushing anymore. We're good. But then he stuck around.
And they can't get... He's got Manta. So, he's fine.
They can chase him, but yeah, he's got too much HP.
There's no way they kill him. And
his
he gets away with it.
Almost killing Arthur as well. They won't, but it's kind
of dear. I mean, Resolution has had two great games here. And this game, certainly there's been more kind of positives from WG than Game 1 had. But the overall image is very much that DC are on their way to victory here. Yeah. For Weehawk, he's got the Silver Edge. So Nana has to be so careful about taking that first touch in the fight. Otherwise, he's going to melt. Already moved. Trying to initiate Resolution with the follow-up burst. Bringing down the Earth Spirit. Nana's in the center of it all as well. They are going to try and drain Rezo's mana, but it's not going to work. And there's Weehawk, comes in, chops down the Bristle. Immediate buyback from Nana.
Just stolen amp damage too. That did a huge amount of physical onto Nana because of that.
Kangaroo jumps in with the crush. Playing with his life.
Too much.
What can WG do to stop it?
Oh, that's a Silver Edge.
The Omni Slash as well. Can he survive this? They're spreading out the Omni Slash jumps. Looks like Nana will manage to survive through this. Keep the team alive. 10 seconds and the Slaughter will be back up. So WG with a good hold to start with. DC, they've got Weehawk Resolution back on towards the tier 3. Roll in. Immediate stun. It goes into the spike carapace.
He wasn't up. I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was rolling into ulti, but then I was like, oh no, he's just
rolling in. And Nana's down. That is a dive back on the Bristleback. It looks like DC should be on the verge of taking game 2, and indeed they do. 22 to 8, 26 minutes in. Again, another quick game in this series between DC and Wargaming Unity, and it really just was that DC, they were the better team. It's clear as day there really in that one, and WG Unity just it wasn't quite there, and it's just an interesting group. You know, the fact that this team, WG, they took down Wings, knocked them down, but then DC knocked down WG Unity with incredible power.
So he can't throw an Ignite, he can't throw a stun, and Febby didn't get in range to grab him in, and now the arrow that hits perfectly. Dubu's in trouble, Eternal Envy a Starfall, and that'll be a first blood going the way of NP.
Envy now getting jumped on.
Yeah, trying to have a crack. Rose is in the neighborhood, so he'll start off with a Shadow Word, but then he gets initiated on. Both the Ignite plus the Blast. Envy with the Starfall. QO is dropping low. Remember, he's got the Shadow Word on him, and the Fatal Bonds together. Envy so low too. They'll find the kill, but Dubu can't. Oh, he can see uphill, and he'll find that hit.
But he's ready to eat that tome and get level 6 instantly as soon as the farm starts.
But they should also see the tome on him, right?
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you're not really looking at that, right? You're checking the list, and you're just like, okay, he's 5.
Envy comes in through the rear. He sees QO. The tower is pretty low. Now the rock drop. The Felipons connect QO and Dubu together as that Mirana drops the Starfall. The PA evaporates. Even the Nova doing some good work, and the Guardian Angel allowing MSS to walk right in front of all of MVP. Barev's dropping too quickly. Now even Velo, he's going to get kited out. Eternal Envy rotates over. He has to infest. He's inside the melee creep.
Said it a bunch of times. You can't really fight into this, you know, into all these ultimates, even with the Guardian Angel on top too. Like,
oh, this is nice. Febby saw purification, so he can help out Velo to get him back. Oh, he just purified himself. He didn't actually purify the lifestealer, so Vela has to go into the rage. Now they look for another jump in. There's Omni-Knight going in very deep. QO back to the front lines. They want an opening. The Stifling Dagger slowing down MSS. Febby doesn't really have a lot to work with, so QO, they use the purification and the crit into MSS. He'll drop down. The golem's still there, and they fail. He botted up again! MVP is going to be a double kill for MSS on the Venom Man.
So much burst damage.
So maybe they can inch a little bit closer towards MP without them realizing it. Envy now gets pushed off. That's that diffuser blade on Velo going to work. The rock will drop. Fatal Bonds connecting him up. Febby is the Ogre as well as QO. They're all tied together. Velo needs to do so much work with Armlet Toggle, but he just can't do enough, or can he? He's infested up. Rev will give him a ticket to freedom.
Definitely not getting both. Maybe the Lifestealer will go for a different type of, maybe just go for the Basher. Maybe he goes for the Deso.
Here the jump QO. That's a Lifestealer infested inside of him. Just forward. Wants Eternal Envy. They need the Vision. The Gust pushing back the Timbersaw. He can't fight, but the BKB allows QO to break free. Goes in deeper on the back of AUI. They really want that draw, but the Fatal Bond's going to start connecting them up together. In fact, that was it Febby that stole that for the moment? Now they're retreating out. Eternal Envy slowed down once again, but the Timber Chain through for Barev. The damage. Envy is saved by Repel. He's going to get away, and MVP have lost 3. They just fight from the tree lines. Febby's in there with Rose as Barev, who's also on the run back out. He'll Timber Chain away. Febby not successful with the TP. Mirana gets just enough damage, and now is Timbersaw, the last one for MVP, and it is in fact a full team wipe in favor of MP. Can just go for a GG push if they wanted, but QO, he's going ham, he wants to go for it. Now the rock will drop. Will it be enough damage? They're focusing on Savage to try and stop that GA. It won't happen, and there it is. GG, well played. It was the last roll of the dice. So MP take game 1 against MVP.
I think ideally they don't want this game to go super late.
It's really good, but that Gust from AUI, it really needed to connect.
QO's
now
down
the Gale over on Febby, but the Scarab Beetles, MSS losing armor quickly. The TP out, the Fatal Bonds connects them. MSS will drop. AUI is being assassinated. He'll go down to the sniper. Eternal Envy will bail out by using that time lapse. And MP are on the run. Shrapnel will make this difficult. The slow is there. Forever's on their tail. They've got the Golem coming forward. MSS looks like he's a goner with a pounce forward. The Slark gets involved. No Shadow Blade, but it won't matter. Rose taking so much damage. Eternal Envy is still linked to him. Now the assassination comes in. Rose should be dead from this. The Slark's having the time of his life. So again, MP, they're going to bring the numbers down to bottom lane, and they have to commit. Blink, forward. They don't have detection. They can't see the Weaver. The Sentry Ward's a little bit further up. Weaver's not running into it. In fact, it's all about MP going underneath the tier 1 tower. Let the Death Ward go. Dubu tanks through so much of it, while Barev, now he chases for revenge, looking for the kill over on Rose.
Oh,
the silence is out, and now this could be a big one with the Sonic Wave. They do find the kill.
Wraparound play to try to go from, like pincer them in kind of a way, but definitely a little bit of a risky move from him there, and he pays with his life.
MVP still kind of get what they want, or do they? Now they're losing the sniper, but the rock drops. The Fatal Bonds, it doesn't connect them all, however. Eternal Envy not locked into all of this, but it's Velo taking a heavy amount of damage as Envy wants to chase, misses his Blink Scream. So they trigger the Guardian Angel and now look to turn this fight around as the Warlock, he is going to go down. Witch Doctor actually denied the tower in the midst of the craziness of this fight. Undying cannot TP out in time. They're coming to test Roshan. They need vision inside the pit. Eternal Envy. Roshan's really low. Envy just walks in. The sentry wards it down. And now it's actually AUI. Velo already walked out to initiate. And they're all getting hit with Fatal Bonds and the Dark Pack. The damage builds out so heavily. The Undying is dying to an Urn Charge, so he'll fall down too. And it's only MSS that's actually coming in with the Shadow Blade to the mid lane. Instantly gets sniped out. And now Velo, he jumps in. He wants to kill. Rose goes for the Death Warp, but the Purification again does its work. Combining it with the Dark Pack, it's just so much AoE damage. And the Rock is still up, plus the GA. MP, they just can't fight. There's no damage to inflict because they got nothing that penetrates MVP. And that tier 3 tower is dropping down low. Okay, Farev. Oh, Farev just slipped in through the rear. Envy wants something, but now he's actually going to die. The assassination's coming in. Eternal Envy's down. There's a double kill for Farev. And MP scattered to the winds and then rocked up. MP will lose game 2. MVP triumphing with a wonderful combo, a beautiful lane setup. Dual lanes work, the rotations were nice. Support Slaughter here coming from a mile away.
But Ursa might actually get caught here. He breaks the smoke. They do have an early lane ward already down too.
They put down their own obs.
But they
and
see
Velo,
him,
yep,
and they got
there's your disruption. Savage is moving into position for the perfect crush. The Sunstride's coming in as well. And Velo, he will drop, and that is the Ursa down.
Doesn't seem like they want to farm it just yet.
Oh, Rose is coming over. Telekinesis, they're going to pick him up. Throw him back through the tree line, so no vision to hide inside of. Febby hits him with all the balls with the Fate Bolt. They turn the Eclipse on, and the damage. They get the kill onto the Bristleback, so a nice little turnaround there. Because Bristleback is so fantastic at pushing down buildings, but the relocate's up for Io, so he's also involved in the fight, just like this one. So Envy, they start the fight, the Sunstrike, QO's already moving away, managed to drop down far enough to not get hit by that Timber Chain, but Aoi just lets the ulti go. It burns the Aegis of the Immortal, and maybe they find another one. Io will drop, but Farev runs straight the front lines. He's so low on life, he'll actually fall. MP getting something back, but Velo with the Mask of Madness, he can't finish MSS. QO! No, not your home. Get out. You are not allowed into this base.
You know, one or two heroes kind of steps out of position, just instantly kill them, and then take the fight at an advantage.
He's getting attacked, but he's going in. He doesn't care. He doesn't have an Aegis. He's just trying to do the work with the crush that's out. Still hidden up by that Shadow Dance, but Eternal Envy also has to go invis. A defensive disruption. The Eclipse is out from AUI, and now the Eclipse will be used. Do they have enough damage? The magical dose through the Timbersaw. The crush from Savage a little bit too late, but MVP underneath tier 4 towers lose their Ursa Warrior. And Farev has to start retreating back out again. But nope, we're going in again. QO wants to kill over on Rose. No mana for a disruption. Envy, Deafening Blast, can't create enough space, but the double crush from Savage maybe is going to do enough work. Io can't relocate out, so now his 2 cores down, starts to relocate, but he'll take a fall. Farev wants to do this solo, chasing after Envy, but the Lucent Beam is enough to slow him down. Still again, under tier 4 towers, MVP, 2D pull out. But not to happen. Bottom lane, QO jumps in, finds Eternal Envy. The Sharkums will fly out. Remember, he's still got that Shadow Dance to get away. They trigger off the dust, but is there enough vision as QO? There's the Shadow Dance going to work, and they relocate in. They go right on top of Eternal Envy. The Blink Crush is enough from Savage to create a little bit of space, and maybe MVP will back out. Now they've got the buyback out from EE. Really not what he wanted to do, but they initiate back in. Ursa, amplified up. He does not have his Enrage available. But what he has is Farev and QO. Again, the jump forward. They look to go on AUI. Don't find the target.
Nice
Another Blink Crush. Febby's still there, but the Eclipse doing the work with the Sharkums. They burn through the Aegis. There is no Slark for the moment. They're waiting for the Ursa to come back up again. The Ice Wall slows him down. Ursa can get kited now, but AUI is so low. So many Cool Spray sacks. He gets back, but the owner's sticking him out 3 HP. He dies on the stairs of the fountain. And they may lose more. Eternal Envy. He can't die back. He will die back. 60 seconds on the sideline. They need something here. MP, the relocate is not up for Febby. And now as MVP again, they don't take the racks. They're being repelled. MP need to get closer. The Sharkin will saw him down. There's your crush. MVP will lose 4.
So we'll see what QO decides to do. He's got 5,500.
He jumps.
Velo.
Rose so quick on that disruption. He tries to purge up as well, taking Io out of play. And AUI needs to have more glaze bouncing around. This is going to work with the SD disruption that's there. The crush from Savage doesn't do enough work, but MSS, he will. It's 2 for the price of 1 and maybe more. Farev wants to keep battling here with Dubu helping out.
QO on the backside.
The pushback, is there going to be enough work? QO looking for the picks on the back line. The crush will hold him in position. Not to mention the Ghost just making it difficult to attack straight out. And again, no detection available here for MVP. It's not the happiest place for him, but they can focus on something which the damage remains, and that's the range racks. For Rev, actually splitting this fight up. So MVP doing the two-pronged attack, attacking the mid, attacking the bot lane, but it's the bottom lane where QO actually getting cold snapped and glaived. They push forward with the Deathling Blast. Eternal Envy very far out, but doesn't get punished for it.
No real jump, you know, on the side of MP. It's the Ursa that has to kind of get like a bash when he goes in to get any real lockdown.
QO's going again. He knows he's got the Aegis. He knows he's got the extra life. Savage gets the crush off, but then Ursa jumps forward. Urshock is decent. The stun on the Timbersaw is also quite nice, but now the Invoker, the stun! Envy! He gets the Tornado off, but dies at the same time. Buyback's available. He's not using it just yet. The Bristleback's also triggered his BKB. Savage wants to go again. Blink, crush forward. The timing is perfect. The force up gets Forev just far enough away, and Febby will help him just an inch further with the relocate.
Oh, the Glaives actually take out QO.
Oh, this is troublesome. The buyback is out from Eternal Envy. The ice wall is very far away. That's almost like he's expecting MVP to jump back in and initiate to protect the IO. Where's that tether? There it is. Back up the hill. Do they want to go? Savage seems really apprehensive, but Dubu's going to drag him back in with the telekinesis, so with no choice. He's pulled back into the fight, and AUI, they have to disrupt. The Sun Strike's off target. Now there's more AUI, the Deathling Blast. Savage with a crush. Have they got enough damage with the Timber Chain forward? Maybe MSS can do it, but Dubu running circles around him. Finally, MP's going to get that kill. AUI brought back. MP, they have to win this fight hard now to make this worth it with a crush from Savage. He hit the Invis Slark. The Eclipse will pop off. There's no creep way for it. 4 heroes down for MVP. QO's on the run. The vision, where is it? Now they see him. It's daytime as well. Where's the amplification? They slow him down. QO's got both the gems, one for each eye. Had they got enough to actually catch him? There's no vision. They chain forward. They need sentries. They need something. They need a hope. Bottom lane, QO runs in. Blink crushes there. They find the opening. QO, they drop the gem of true sight.
He gets annihilated
Savage has
instantly.
it back. Oh, they amplified, and they try to relocate. Save all the Yules! Oh, not the Yules, the Tornado! It caught Dubu out!
That's
now
both gems.
MVP is going to lose both the gems and 3 heroes. Febby couldn't escape in time. He relocates back into him.
Envy?
He's found a target. QO. He's got the Gem of True Sight, so Envy can't just run away from this one. Remember, he just bought his Assault Cuirass. There's no buyback available, but the Blink Crush. Slark gets control, but support comes in through that relocate. Forev cops heavy amounts of damage from MSS very early on, but now AUI comes in with the power of the moon. He tries to fight back, but the Ursa Warrior, too big with the BKBs, even the extra bash, but Luna turns on the Satanic, gets all the life. Forev's burning down. Febby can't help out. In fact, by staying close, it does less work for him. He needs to wait it out. QO pounces away, but the Blink Crush. There goes Febby. And MVP on the run. QO will break free of that amplification. He doesn't have Silver Edge. 2 seconds, 1 second. He can't wait for the amplification. And now he gets back into the Invis, but the gem is still up. He can't break free. The Slark, this could be huge. Pounces over the hillside. He doesn't get away. He's down for 100 seconds. And this could be the game right now. The Lunar is up. They're ready to push.
Either.
This is the bottom racks. There's only the Bristleback core. He's the only one alive. He has buyback available, but this is the bottom racks.
They're gonna get two. GG.
They actually go out. MP will actually take MVP out here in the GSL bracket and give a chance to fight again in the 3rd place matchup.
I like VP a lot here. I think they pivoted very well in the draft. Consider chase, but simultaneously in the bottom lane. Ramsey's caught out. There's the call from KP. They desperately need something as far as the kill goes. The glimpse back, not particularly effective. Solo attempting to save him. Will Ramsey's get the neutral denied? No, the first blood. Oh, they needed it. They needed it bad. It goes to Kaka. Oh, they do have a ward, actually.
Unless they weren't
standing on top of it.
Yeah, unless they weren't looking at, on the map, because he doesn't show in the minimap.
Now they're going to make their jump onto Ramsey's, glimpse back onto U9, keeping him out of position, but the call's there to follow up. Where are the spins for KP? Not too lucky. 2, then 3. He gets them all in a rush and brings him down. Now the Burrow Strike to look to turn it. Pasha, though, does not have mana for the epicenter. Could Mango if need be, not choosing to. Newbie surviving through this wave, diving in a bit deeper, looking for Solo as well, but Kaka's dangerously low. Again, the kinetic field getting dropped. The triple kill for U9. Even when they glimpse him out, he comes rushing back in. Pasha trying to find the kill here with the Sandstorm. It's not going to happen. The Wyvern of Kaka lives, and now they look for the turn. Quick crit, follow-up. Won't quite be there. It's almost pretty Pasha down. U9 doesn't have mana for a dagger. He's going to get burrowed. Epi available. Going to go in with the balls. A little more damage. Could get the kill. Not quite enough. Looks like he might make it away. No, they went the evasion. Not enough. Even with the poor man's shield as well. They still managed to bring him down. And now KP coming back in, but little do you know that suddenly Ramses has arrived on the Drow Ranger. They don't have a ward. He's going to call just for the extra armor, and still they muscle him down. VP finding kill after kill here to turn it back around.
Oh my god, what a player.
But they did commit the Static Storm, and Newbie want to try and punish this Epicenter at the ready if he can find that opening. Burrows through, but at the same time, U9's already out of there. Now they might lose the Sand King too. Already Disruptor down, looking for a second kill. The dagger comes through. Follow-up damage is there. Make it 2.
To deal with the magical burst, the Sand King ulti, Disruptor ulti, so I can understand the fact that he wants to get that BKB to survive in the
Big smoke coming in. Solo looking to start this party off potentially. They're looking to defend the tier 1. 2-hero Burrow begins it. Follow-ups there. Static Storm comes through. Is going to catch them. DK as well as the PA quickly dropping the hammer, bringing him down. But the curse to counter this one. Will it be enough to secure a kill? Certainly bringing Pasha low. Will finish him off. The Sand King's now down. At the same time, the Axe has fallen. So make it so far a 2-for-1 with the Aegis also getting popped. But U9 now on the chase. Life number 2. Dagger's there. Crit and a cloud of blood. Down he goes as well.
Pasha here camped behind enemy lines, looking for initiation. They have all the ultimates back up. Thinking about making a move here onto KP.
They're like, surely there's something else behind KP. The Glimmer Cape's there. The Burrow Strike and a whip. And all of a sudden, Pasha's the one caught out. Gets stunned. Gets focused. Off with your head. And now the coup de grace with that Desolator. Moving forward, they find Solo on the Disruptor, chasing for additional to relocate back to safety. Ramses brought away. Already TPing out to mid. That's going to leave the IO in a lot of trouble. No one down. And Lil, will he make it out? He will come right back into the waiting arms of SCCC. So 3, make it 4.
Try to stop push. Sand King's going to be up.
Already moving in, SCCC with the big leap forward on the Dragon. Gets the Dragon Tail stun on Solo. While meanwhile, VP trying to split push with 2, but I don't know if they're doing it quickly enough, Winter. Pasha coming in, big at the center, but doesn't have the Veil, doesn't really have the follow-up of the Disruptor with the Static Storm. He's going to drop 2. It's stalling tactics, and it's a base trade attempt that they have brought down the tier 3. They're working on the melee racks here. So far, VP, the split push working okay. They try to scramble backwards. Newbie hesitating a little bit. They look for additional kills. They might find them, but already the racks are down. The BKB committed. Newbie are not backing off. The hammer gets dropped, but just stalling tactics. Really, they've yet to kill a Rex here. Newbie crumbling as VP calmly muscle down, building after building, 1 lane down, looking for a second, still yet to kill off a single critical structure here, just the outer towers, really. Finally, they send Kaka home. He's already committed the Winter's Curse. Ramses is going to look for the punish, finds the kill, straight back to the melee racks. All of a sudden, VP have taken 2 melee for nothing.
They lost the gem on Kaka
as well.
Oh
my god.
Lil with the buyback, he's going to secure the Drow's life, and he's going to secure the gem. What a play from VP. Oh my god, they got 2 racks. They got the gem. Oh.
And it's not like they didn't have some warning it was coming. They saw the Drow Ranger and the IO hitting the tier 2. They saw them hitting the tier 3. They stuck around. They thought they could take a big fight. Oh no. VP. Cheeky little tactics. Solo even knows he's dead, but he's done his job.
Oh, relocate.
Trying to find a pickup here on KP. He gets off the call. Not going to matter. That pure damage from no one a bit too much. And now they chase forward looking for Faith. The buyback not available on Axe. He's the one who bought back last fight. He's out for a full minute, and they look to punish, but there's the Winter's Curse. Not going to matter, actually. No one making it out, and simultaneously Pasha trying to jump away. No, at least they'll get Pasha on the Sand King.
Still, the lanes are pushed out, though. This is still not very good.
And they're not even done with the pushing. Lil cutting the wave top. I'm not sure what's worse. Whatever you might have said, or whatever the viewers are thinking now. But here we go. SCCC with the BKB moving in. Lil getting caught out by the stun. They'll bring him down. Now working on Ramses. They'll finish him off too. 2 dead just like that. They both have buybacks. VP want to have the element of surprise. They smoke, but it's already SCCC moving in under cover of Invis.
Ramses, he broke his smoke.
He goes on Viz and now engaging on to U9. Can he focus down this PA? They commit the Static Storm for him, but the Wyvern's there to save the day. The Hex a bit too late. No one jumping in, trying to finish up. Now Kaka working on this OD, even cursing him to keep it out of the fight. U9, BKB up, but the Yules are stalling for this, and still the Dragon Knight standing strong. They brought down the Disruptor, the IO low, the OD, who tried his best to prevent that save. Courtesy of Kaka, was unable to do so, and now no one must run. Pasha, though, wants to chase for this. He burrows only 1, backing away. Kaka trying to catch him and isolate him.
They still have the OD out. They want to fight here. They have the hammer.
Re-engaging, but they get the multicast. They work on him slowly from the high ground. He does have a Glimmer Cape available, and he'll use it again. The Burrow Strike countered by the Lotus Orb, so the mutually assured Burrow destruction Boyd as they look to re-engage S-Triple-C. He's already back into the fight. The hammer's dropped it, hit clips S-Triple-C. Then he gets burrowed. OD lane in hot and heavy. U9 there, but doesn't have to back up. The IO's keeping this OD alive, and now they can turn. They can finish him off as well. Ramsey's there in support. They do a buyback at the PA. They might have to lose it. The Burrow's there. An ultra kill for no one.
He missed the ulti. Oh my god.
Towards enemy territory.
Oh, here comes KP.
They are missing 2 buybacks, though, as KP goes for the blink call. And now the follow-up Dragon Knight initiation. Oh, that banish is there. They have picked up the relocate, though, Lil. Unable to find anyone to save with this for the time being, and now looking for the Hex. The hammer gets dropped. It's not enough to kill KP. Faith safe for the moment under his Ghost Scepter. Will survive. S-Triple-C starting to do work. They brought down the IO. The timing not quite on point for VP this time with the banish overriding the relocate attempt. So they use 2 saves.
They might be forced to use both.
Oh, there's a smoke. Pasha able to fence away in time. He can charge with the epicenter here momentarily. This could be a good time to buy back.
They're
Who's going to
wait
initiate?
for the Sand King to initiate, then buy back.
Look for it, but he sits far back. Solo there. The blink call to initiate. Now the burrow straight forward. Good static storm. Catches out 2 onto KP, but the counter curse. U9 getting focused. Muscle down. That PA dropping fast. Needs help. The Hex is there. Gonna die. Does have buyback if needed. 2, 3 down, and now the Banish looking for the 4th as well, and simultaneously going for the mega creeps potentially here, or at least that 3rd melee. They force the TPs. They force a triple buyback. They will find Lil. It could be a dieback. Actually, no, he has the buyback available, so not the biggest deal.
Can they get Ranzers though? No, he's too far away.
So they don't even force out a dieback.
Tanking with the A-Gaze cheese on the...
No, Drow will. Pedestrian Drow coming up. Has an IO, and there's the Radiant Scan. They're ready for a KP. Looking for the jump in, but there's the Hex. The Lotus Orb just a split second late. And KP going to be caught up on a Clipper now. Forces his way down. The OD Hammer gets dropped in from the high ground. He lays in the artillery, but then he gets focused up atop the mount. He will fall, and now Ramsey's could be next. Solo man-moding him, but Raptor down 2. Aegis committed. Double buyback. They're coming back in. They're coming back in hot, and they need to get these kills because VP have thrown a lot at this fight. BKB's there. U9 duking it out. The evasion. It's strong. Is it going to be enough? The BKB's still going. No one will survive. He wins the man fight. Brings down the PA. That's the dieback. Dragon Knight has a buyback, but it's going to be without Dragon Form. How much can he do for this one? Kaka being chased out, trying to make it away. S-Triple-C BOT2ing in on top of him. But now Winter, after all that, 4 extra lives thrown by VP at that fight. Can they hold against the storm that's coming? They don't have a Dragon Knight ult. They're down the axe. They don't have a curse. This feels like a completely neutered team.
He needs to sell his items and get the refresher. I'm serious. Oh my god.
By the time he does that, it might already be too late as Ramsey jumps in, but it's by himself. Burrow Strike comes through, the BKB, there's the good Astral. No one ready to bail out his carry. Ramsey's having faith in the team, and his faith returns so far as he moves onto the range Rex. He'll bring that down. The mid lane already caved in. This is the last outer Rex newbie. Can't believe it, but it's happening. VP finding a way in the darkness. They now have the Megas. They have no buybacks available aside from their Disruptor, but with this kind of creep advantage, Newbie are going to be up against a brick wall and then some if they want to push through.
This game...
How did it happen?
This game... I mean, VP just outmaneuvered them. They used the relocate, like the global presence, really well.
They're going to commit here, but again, the Astral to counterplay it. S-Triple-C didn't have BKB. He's going to get Static Storm. Focus down. No one. Look at the damage coming out from this OD. They have to commit the Witness Curse just to interrupt him for a moment. Through the BKB, they'll stall. Dragon Knight in danger of falling, trying to heal back up. A blink away. He limps back, but meanwhile, the structures, they can't run. VP focusing on tier 4s, and now for the main objective. Onto the throne, dropping quickly. There's the Burrow on 2. A little bit of objective gaming from VP, but no one also wants some additional kills during this time. Turning back to save his teammate, lunging forward onto S-Triple-C, hitting the building, the throne will drop, and VP pull the rabbit out of the hat. An incredible comeback here. It looked like Newbie were going to have not like the game over, but a very strong advantage. Take a lane of Rex, probably only lose an Aegis, maybe a support, and then Winter. Everything changed with that split push bottom.
The final series of Group B, it is MP versus Newbie.
They're pressuring them so much, and they're gonna... Oh, SVG's gonna go down first.
Yeah, looks like they kind of went a bit over aggressive there, MP, and in fact, let's see if they play with anything else. MSS, but he has the Surge.
So it was not a very good trade for MP.
And bottom lane here, this is good news for MP as they surround KP, and with a good crush from SVG.
It's night time. A lot of teams do this.
KP looking for the bait, you see, trying to make MP go in on him. And that's going to allow the side of newbies to get this really deep, nice wraparound on both Aoi and Rose. And in come Faith and Kaka. I don't think MP were expecting this one. Fire Blast onto Aoi. They're going to look to focus down Rose first. As newbie find not just one, but they should get the second. Indeed, with the curse, they will. Aoi tries with us out to give him a love in the stick. Ooh, he's actually going to be able to juke this out for a little bit. But Faith and Kaka, they'll continue to hunt. Kaka stealing intel and already looking pretty good for this silencer. 6 minutes in and 6 intel in the bag.
I think Hex is probably like the biggest item and the most impactful item.
Oh, look at this wraparound though for newbie. They're coming around from the backside. KP getting a good jump onto the Alchemist. The global silence coming out from Kaka. They try and get in with the Slardar. Gust out as well as they've taken down Alchemist as well as Rose. SVG to be beaten down upon as well. And that is the combo that we talked about there. Oh, actually going to see down bottom. SVG playing around with an illusion. Top lane though, Rose is the one with the bigger issues. Newbie getting a kill and actually trying to fight around through the backdoor protection of that tower, which they won't actually even need to do so very shortly with the wave pushing in.
Yep.
MV, he sees himself a freebie. Ay.
Ooh. What? Didn't he have a blink?
I did. Can we get a replay of that? I want to see a player perspective replay. I don't know if production can do that.
Oh, he almost died to the side. Dude. Oh, he almost died.
Wait.
Holy shit. He actually almost died to a support silencer.
That was...
He actually almost died there.
Fascinating. It really, really was. On top lane, they've nearly found themselves a tier 3 here, newbie. Pushing in, as you said.
I like AC next.
Yeah.
He's trying to go for this
He
kill.
wants to
Can
go
he
for
get it this
Kaka.
time?
Okay, he may be in trouble though. There is backup here. So he may have got the silencer, which is posing as a core, but it is just a support. And we will put the BKB. He tries to TP out. Oh, is he going to do it? Oh, Envy! He would only go and do it, wouldn't he? I mean, Envy, he continues to give us incredibly Envy-esque performances. It's... No one else does stuff like that. That's another question, because Newbie, they're now knocking on his door. They're up to the racks. And MP, they've got to pull a defense together here.
Oh, where's their team?
Where's their carry? Well, he's sitting at 1/3 of health and he's back to base. Aoi taking a nuke to the backside there from SCCC. Envy jumps. Oh, Envy! He's just done it. He's not morphing out for once. The Aegis on the ground. Can they kill him a second time? That's the question. Looking for the jump in for the global side. The damage! Envy! He's a genius! The Basher pickup there, securing the kill. U9 will get out. He didn't get the bash there. Envy giving a bit of mercy to the side of newbie. I guess the question is as well, with this AUK build, he probably still look to switch out the arm now, I imagine, for something, but all talking about the AUK.
Escape again?
Have they got the damage to kill him? That's the question. They lasso him back. Initial nuke hit from the Morphling, but Envy pops the BKB, starting to try and walk this off. He's going to make it. They pop the global silence, but there's no real kind of follow-up initiation from newbie after their first jump in. They just got to global and run. Faith, caught in the tree line. They know he's there, MP. They'll look for the Ogre Killers. SVG jumps forward. They surround Faith. They'll take something, but again, it really feels like newbie... You know, they must be scientists because they are baffled. They do not know what to do against MP at this stage. They're trying to jump in as MP ready to push in, and we'll see how much they can get done. Kaka already trying to harass back Aoi, but immediately with the man start backs off. There's the lasso back off as he jumps in MSS with the 3-man and the follow-up there. Crush from SVG. Aoi comes in with the Eclipse. They've taken down 2. Aoi survives here with the Glimmer Cave. He's going to TP out. His support's keeping Aoi alive. He'll get himself back to safety. Envy walking this off like a walk in the park.
Global is up in 10 seconds though.
They've got the wall. They don't have Eclipse.
This is tough.
Who can they get the jump on here? I'm going to see the newbie spotting them out. Already trying to burst down Rose. I'm going to be able to nuke him straight away. The wall's going to be dropped, catching out SCCC and Kaka. Demonic Purge as well onto the Morphling. In fact, Envy's managed to find U9 on the side, got the jump in and finished off the Drow Ranger on his own. And at the end of the day, they'll be fine with that. They've got a vacuum back on SCCC as well. He's already utilized the TP. Envy closing in with the concoction, pots the PKP to make sure that he can throw it. And Envy now getting in range, bashing him down. Can they actually kill him? Yes, they can. They've done it. Envy with the concoction. That was perfect. You know, he's charging it up. The global silence comes out. Kaka says, ha-ha. And then Envy says, ha-ha, I've got a BKB to make sure that I can chuck it.
This
is the solo kill.
This fight is initiation. And
they have to be careful with this push. They're pushing forward with just 2. Aoi maybe getting a little too confident, forgetting that there's still 3 left alive. Indeed, it looks like Envy trying to come in to back him up. They've got the Eclipse. Aoi moving forward. BKB and Glimmer Cape up. Envy, can he find any more of this concoction? Doesn't look like he can. Newbie get themselves far enough away. And that is Aoi utilizing the BKB down for a full minute, of course, again, and Eclipse is not there as well. They'll try and push in nonetheless, but they do have to be careful. U9's back up. And in 30 seconds, they'll even more to deal with as well. Envy indeed is. BKB is still on cooldown for 3 seconds. They need to keep him alive. BKB in 1 second, he gets it out. And Chemical Rage, he's even thinking about turning around the vacuum again. MSS! Oh my god, this Darkseer! It's absolutely perfect play in that fight from NP as they catch 3. They'll clean out the mid set of racks. Kaka buying back. MSS now with a Shiva's Guard as well. This has been some incredibly godly play here from this Darkseer, and SVG's always there with the follow-up. There's 3 heroes now down on Newbie. They do not have buyback. NP able to do serious amounts of damage here. Aoi picks up a refresher. Ready for the GG fight. Rose. Oh, he disrupts himself here to dodge the initial bit of damage. He's in a bit of problem. Can his team save him? No, they can't. Rose is out. Envy comes in, gets the stun on test. Triple C. Envy falling low. Again, the vacuum and crush from MSS and SVG. There's Triple C's forced to buy back. Kaka's out for 80 seconds. And NP clean up the top set of racks as well. There's still a tier 2 bottom protecting that final set, so they'll almost certainly back off and look to just get that lane pushed out. But still, MP turning up the heat, and Newbie don't know what hit them. But Newbie looking for a wraparound here. MP actually huddling in the tree line around the side shop. Let's see if they're prepared for this. KP jumping forward. MP grouped up. Who's going to get the jump? Rose Glimmer Caping seeing he had a bit of vision as he comes close. He's actually going to be the target that gets immediately last with SVG coming in with the 2-man. Oh! The Eclipse rips them down! 3 out! Oh! I think he managed to use the cheese to keep himself alive there on the drought.
Oh my god.
The cheese did save U9, only just, but it's a bit of a...
BKB.
Yeah, he's not right. I put BKB, lads. Screw this. I'm done. BKB on the Morphling. Look at I want to see U9's cheese. That's what I want to see, yeah. U9 cheese at the last minute to keep himself alive. SCCC trying to see if he can find a pick-off on the back of it, but...
And Newbie pushing the bottom lane right now.
Yeah, I mean, does Envy need to buy back here? He might. I mean, 25 seconds is not that long. But at the same time, look how fast these guys push.
Get the Slardar. Ooh, the Ether Lance.
Yeah, he's gone and he drags him in. SVG's down for a minute. He does not have buyback in Newbie. Keeping their composure in a chaotic game. They found themselves the second set of racks. They'll move over to the mid to look to take even more. Envy will be back in 5 seconds. He's going to need to have the fight of his life here to hold on to this one, especially as he'll be fighting without SVG by his side.
Darkseer needs to pull off a big vacuum.
And there we have Envy with the jump in. SCCC falling incredibly low. There's the vacuum onto 2. SCCC going to get himself out? No, the Aegis is out.
Oh, he's hitting the racks.
Envy cooking up the concoction, jumps in. SCCC duking it out with the waveform, and KP trying to find the follow-up, and immediately the stun is there. Envy falling low though. Can he keep himself alive? Trying to back himself out of this fight. The Glimmer Cape's not going to be enough. He's out. He'll buy back immediately. Union's been able to finish off both Aoi and MSS. They'll all buy back as well. Newbie reacting very nicely to MP's builds and plays, and now pressuring the tier 4s. What can MP do about this? They're looking for the smoke and the wraparound from the side. Envy, who's he going to get the jump in onto? He's looking for KP on the back line. He's trying to get out of the fight. The vacuum is there. Onto SCCC as well. They turn around, get the bash out. SVG forced out. He will keep himself alive for the time being. Aoi coming in with the Eclipse of the BKB, but KP gets the dragon, brings Envy out of the fight with a buyback there. KP may have just secured the game for Newbie. They're forcing the rest of them back to base, and indeed with Envy on the sideline for 2 minutes, that'll allow Newbie to clean onto the tier 4s and on to more. They're looking for kills, looking for Aoi. SVG taking Glaives to the backside, will get himself back to base. Aoi trying to force SCCC as well, but with the nukes, Aoi's out as well. It's all falling apart for MP. Newbie take the victory there with some very, very smart decisions at the end. That buyback from KP. We've got the SVG purge coming through. Yeah, they're kind of toying with the idea, just starting to try and get the napalm stacked up onto Aoi. I'm going to get a couple of stacks. That'll be the initial disruption from Rose to hold back KP, but he moves them forward. Didn't manage to continue the chain there with the 3rd stack of napalm. Aoi in a lot of trouble as the Firefly from KP is starting to melt down upon the Luna. He'll pop the stick charges, trying to keep himself alive. It's not going to be enough, and in fact, Rose in trouble as well as KP and Kaka teaming up on this bottom lane. Beautifully done, and they should be able to secure a second, and indeed they do. Double kill for KP. Kaka tethers across.
From the Omni Punch. Here comes the stun.
And the follow-through stun, that's very nice. SVG will get the hook onto Kaka, and MSS actually able to get off the purification in time, repels SVG to allow him move forward with the run, not hurt himself. MSS getting dove upon, will be taken down. SVG might be able to get himself something out of this one though, as he tries to trap up Faith. Doesn't quite have the damage to finish him off, and still no mana for the hook. And U9 moves in and able to take down SVG at the end of it all as well. He does, but at the same time, Kaka has to worry about MSS. They've got the numbers advantage here, MP. KP will try with a lead in lasso onto SVG, but SVG and MSS ready to give Newbie a bit of a rundown.
Small backup,
SCCC turning up for the neighborhood as well, making the numbers even for the side of Newbie, and now with Faith turning in, he's ready to make it a 4v3 as MP starts to crumble. They've already lost SVG. They should lose MSS as well. He tries to keep himself alive with the purification. It's not enough. Faith with the final club if they get the hooks.
Yeah, if they get a good hook with the Eclipse, they can win the fight.
But bottom lane, SVG's come out, and again, still with this ward.
It's the relocate.
They might not even need it. I mean, SVG has a hook, but the Firefly itself is enough damage. Envy is coming across, and maybe that's a finer kill in return. KP trying to get himself away, back to safety across the tree line. It's not going to happen, so MP will be able to punish KP's play there.
I don't need a bottle. There's no arcane. There's going to be an arcane in 20 seconds.
He's going to try and come back in again here. Demonic plays straight down onto him. In fact, KP in a lot of trouble. Kaka keeping him alive, though, on the IO. They've actually managed to find the kill onto SVG, and now moving in for more. Envy lassoed up, dragged back. The bat falling low. KP will finally go down, but Newbie are trying to find the favorable trade. Indeed, they get it with 3 heroes falling on the side of MP.
This is a first for me and Kai P. Most likely going to get a pick off here onto Mr. Envy.
Kai P, bring back memories there, Winter. They get the jump in indeed. Bat with the lasso. Envy trying to make his way back, maybe hoping for some sort of neutral deny. It's not going to happen, especially on the edge of smokes and such. SVG, oh, he would have got that as well, but KP had already blinked out. Blink getting KP into a good position and now allowing Newbie to chase down. Owie just taking huge punches. They have to use the GA to keep Owie alive. Just SCCC there with the chase down. Oh, SVG tries again. He's not going to hit it. We'll be able to get the bat right here by looks of it. No, Kaka keeping alive. That's not enough. They have lost the bat, but they've lost Owie on the side of MP. Envy, MSS trying to make their way back to base, but with the Hurricane Pikes, they're forcing forward. Newbie chasing down for more. U9 just casually punching down at them underneath the tier 4s. MSS is trying to turn back into this one, but they'll turn back into him. Purification will not save this Omni Knight. Rose on his way back to base.
They get the creeps pushing into the tower, and that was what allowed them to actually make that dive. Like 2 waves on the tower.
Oh, SVG. Oh, the Hurricane Pike Duke. And now Envy. He's been tied up. MP, they just really didn't hit it off this game. The draft and execution from Newbie, pretty much on the level we'd expect from these guys.
They lost all their Omni Knight games today. MP.
The Omni Curse. And there we have it. GG is called. They're tabbing out. They've had enough, MP. And Newbie will take this last series of the day here at Group B 2-0. And, I mean, overall, you know, it's been an up and down adventure for both teams. Are you excited to see more of both of these? And more specifically, obviously, our winners here, Newbie, how do you feel that they're going to fare going into the main competition?
Late there on the fairy fire. His spirit sight, but he gets